I'm at my craft table, and today I want to make a little kind of fall, maybe Thanksgiving-ish card. And I want to use, I just got these in the mail, or in the order, and I haven't used them yet. They're the Stickles Glitter Gels, and so they're brand new to me. We're going to give those a try. I'm going to be using one of our older thin cuts. It says Together. I know you may not have this, but I'm sure that you'll have something similar that you could use, or even recreate this card. And you could even, I'm moving you, sorry. Cut this on your Cricut if you wanted something like that. So the colors I'm going to use for the back layer, I'm going to use the New England Ivy, and I have cut this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and you'll notice that our cardstock, if you didn't know this, is double-sided. There's a light shade and a dark shade. So I'm going to use the light shade for when I thin cut together. I'm going to use the dark shade for the base of the card. And then I'm going to be using Paprika at 4 by 5 1/4, and that will just layer on like this. And then I have some White Daisy that I cut at 3 3/4 by 5, but we're going to put some Distress Oxide inks on those, and the Spice Marmalade and peeled paint, just to kind of get some fall colors on this. So let's do the Distress Oxide first, so it has a chance to start drying before we start putting the rest of the card together. So I'm going to move all this stuff over here out of the way. And always, 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 when working with the Distressed Oxides, you're going to want to use one of the all-purpose mats, because everything just comes off of those. So I'm going to cover my workspace with that, so I don't get this ink all over my craft table. I need some little sticks. These are part of our new blending tool. They're part of the Ranger line. And what I do is I just put a piece of Velcro on the back of my ink pad, and then I can just always have my coordinating pad right with it. And I haven't used the Spiced Marmalade yet, so we're going to use those. So if you haven't used these pads are kind of like a felt, and they're thicker. So it's going to take a minute to get used to them if you're just used to the regular Close to My Heart ink pads. And so I'm just going to smear some of the marmalade on there all over. And I will put links to everything I have used in the description below, so that you can get them yourself and recreate the project. And then I'm going to take the peeled paint and just kind of blend it in. And that's what's cool about these inks, is they just blend together really good. And you can just keep blending on top until you get the desired effect you want. So I'm just trying to do some sort of fall color theme on here. And then I'm going to come back with the marmalade, so we get some orange tones in there as well. Just trying to cover up all of the white areas. And I can leave it absolutely just like this. However, I'm going to hit it with the water, so it gives it that little oxide look to it. So I have my little spritzer bottle. And then I'm going to hit it with my heat tool just to dry it really quickly. So there's that. And I could then layer more on it, spritz it again. That you can just keep going and going and going. But I like this look. So now I'm gonna just wipe off my mat. You'll see all of the ink just went away. And you don't have to worry about getting it on anything else. So I'm gonna put these away. And then I can still just stack them in my little case to put them away. So I'm gonna set this for aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and move this mat out of the way. It just kind of gets a little bulky. And I'm going to get my cuddle bug out. This card is super, super, super easy. This is gonna be a short video for you guys because it just goes together so quickly. And put those there. I can stack this on top of it. Ooh, that's gonna look so cute. I'm excited. So I'm gonna just put my together on the light green. Remember, I'm doing the light green instead of the dark green. And I have a magnetic mat, so mine stays right where I put it. If you don't have a magnetic mat, you can just use washi to hold your dye in place. I know everybody pretty much has tons of washi tape sitting around. I can look right now and see dozens. Pop this out. So there's my together. But we're not done because we're going to put the Stickles Glitter Gels on there too. So I should have left my purpose mat out, but that's okay. My mat is well used. Okay, so I'm gonna get my mat back out again, but I'm gonna just put it on here a little bit sideways. And I'm gonna take our palette tools. This little one should do okay. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do the, I don't know what this is called. Can't read that, you guys, it's so tiny and I'm old. But we'll look in the book. And I've never used these, but I have watched some videos and people say to leave this little piece and make sure that it gets back on there or so that they don't dry out on you. So I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit. You'll see it's kind of ooey and gooey. It's kind of fun. I don't know if you can see yet, but there's stars and little flakes of glitter and things in here. So I'm just gonna start smearing it over my card. So that we get those stars and glitter and all the fun things. Now, I haven't used these yet, so I don't know if they would come off of your workspace. I'm just not going to risk it. So I'm putting it on the all-purpose mat. And I'm just going to spread it out so that it doesn't necessarily cover everything, but so that it's on there everywhere. Get the stars up there because there's one hanging off. And I just keep a rag on my desk at all times, and I'm just going to wipe off my, whatever that is called, gonna dry it a little bit. These do take a little bit longer to dry, but I hope you can see the glitter effect in there. Then we're gonna have the together right over the top of that. So grab a card base here. I just use one of our pre-made card bases. And the first one, the New England Ivy, I'm going to just put down with some regular tape runner. I've got glitter on my fingers and it's getting on this stuff, and that's okay. And then I think the paprika I'm gonna hit with some foam tape. And I have tons of these little squares from the leftover shaker card windows. So I'm just gonna use those up because they're already cut. Oh, snap there. And I know some people take and they'll like outline their whole square and put it diagonally. You don't have to do that. That wastes so much that you don't need to waste. Just a couple pieces is all you need. Who else is ready for fall to be here? I say I am because I love the colors, but I'm a diehard summer person at heart. I don't like cold, but I do love seeing the fall colors and the leaves change and, you know, sweaters and all of that. Okay. Going to put that down on here. And then I'm going to just wait, make sure this is dry. It's not. Let's try and dry it a little bit more. The problem with drying it is your paper kind of tends to curl. So I don't want to dry it and curl it up too much, but I do need it drier for our together. So what I'm going to do with this find my non-stick scissors. No, thought I had them right here. I can never find anything. So I'll just grab these scissors and some of these little foam squares, and I'm going to cut them, hopefully narrow enough. Not quite. Needs to be a little bit thinner. Good thing about cutting them thin is they already kind of come apart for you with the adhesive. So I'm just trying to find places that it's not gonna show. And then just cut little pieces to fill in where I need it to. This would be easier if I used tweezers, but why do I do things the easy way? Might have to. And I need one more little piece, maybe two. It's not quite little enough. You could have just used like a liquid adhesive or like a thin tape runner. I like dimensional effects. Oh, I just plucked that right off of there. It's not completely dry, but it's dry enough. And then I'm going to just put some tape runner on the back, or any type of adhesive that you have, to put right on the front. And that's it. That's how easy this new mixed media is that we have. I hope you can see that. I can't push that down quite yet really good because that piece right here is still wet. Can you see the glitter? I can't really see what you're seeing. But if we look in the book under mixed media, so the one I used is called Solar Flare. That's this one. And this one is Nebula. Yeah, Nebula. We also will have Moon Dust and Asteroid. I don't have those copies or those colors yet, but Distress Oxides, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colors. And today I used the Spiced Marmalade and the Peeled Paint. So I hope you like this card. I hope you will click subscribe and be notified each week when I post a new video. And I do try to post a new project video every single week, and I know your time is valuable, so I don't really do too long. And if they're gonna be a long video, I'll let you know ahead of time. So thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.